Pro Group Racing presents Show Us Your Tips, the school holiday edition. We've got kids here, there and everywhere. Puppies running around.
Driving us mad.
Plenty going on. But we've also got plenty of racing to talk about. I know it's a lot of good racing, but there's lots of it.
Yeah. It's getting into the millions into Gold Coast, so hopefully some good racing coming up there.
Yeah, so we're going to look at, as well as our usual Sydney and Melbourne preview, we're going to have a quick look at the lead-up meeting to next week's Magic Millions at the Gold Coast. We'll do that last. We'll save it to the end. We might just run through where we've started throughout. How's the week treated you, Beaver, and a New Year's?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Staying tough and planning on a few holidays next week, so going
fantastic.
away.
Where are you off
looking
to?
forward to it. Just down the south coast, mate.
Yep, beautiful.
Week with the family, so that'll be nice.
Fantastic. So let's get in. Let's pay for it then.
That'll be
See
nice.
if we can make a bit of money tomorrow. We'll kick off down south in Melbourne. Plenty of benchmark racing. Maybe a glorified midweek meeting almost, I think. But there's winners to be had. Rail is in the 6. The track is good, so predicting Standard Flemington fair for the New Year's. A little bit of drizzle around today, but not a lot, so I'm expecting a good track as well. So nothing really tricky there. Did you have anything in the first, which is the usual 2-year-old? Or?
Yeah, nothing in the first, mate. Pretty much all new first starters. A pretty open market, sort of fives the fields. So I've steered cleared, and I'll let these ones go around early on.
Yep. Well, let's kick off hopefully with a winner in a second then. The Mum Royale over the 1,400 metres. Benchmark 70. Do you like the favourite?
No, I don't actually, Daggy. I've sort of leaning towards the second favourite again. Not overly confident and taken by the race, but I'm looking to Siren Rock.
Yep.
I thought it was quite impressive last start. Also was Zach the Boss, but just at the slightly better odds. Won its maiden, ran well in a maiden, second in a maiden, and then come out after that and really won well. Be about 4 lengths when it was well fancied. And hopefully it has a bright future and can get the chockies tomorrow.
I've gone against you. I've gone with the favourite. Definitely respect. I think the market's about right at the end of the day.
Yeah, me too.
Quick backup for the favourite. It was pretty soft last week. Had a perfect run just on the leader's back. Pulled out. Had everything in its favour. So I can understand why you might look elsewhere. Siren Rock was obviously dominant. In the third in the market, I'll make mention of Still Be Friends. We held on pretty well in town. 2 starts back against Beltoro, who chased home that good horse the other week, and I can't think of its name, Ansem. And then went and had the kill in the bush, so we'll lead here. Might be third pick for your exotics, but market about right there.
Perfect.
Benchmark 70 for the girls this time over the mile. Short price favourite in White Hibiscus. For me, my gut instinct was to go against that. My first thought was to go against it. It was very dominant. Did have bias against it when Wishful Thinking beat it, and then was just dominant second up. Now third up here out to the miles, probably all ticks. But for me, I went with just at the double figure odds, Lady Dioro on the back up from Chasing Has to Be Good, who did brain him last start. Inside gate may be a concern, but just at double figure odds away from someone coming to town for the first time. And apart from that, Ocean's 13 gets control and is usually pretty honest in this race. But Lady Dora on top at double figures from the favourite. What about yourself? You like the favourite?
Yeah, I do. I think the favourite's probably one of the better bets on the card. I think since coming from New Zealand, both runs here have been of very good quality. The way it won last start was a lot to be impressed with. And, yeah, I can't see any reason why things won't beat it.
It's a Nash attack. Off you go, mate. Pardon that? Off you go. Yeah, no, fair enough. Fantastic. We might move on there. The only other concern, I guess, was the perennial form. I keep spooking that horse, but that is tied to Ain't No Deal Done, who we know through spring, so I suppose that form does stack up.
Yeah, I just think it's going to be way too good.
Yep, no problem there. Right, we've cleaned up the mess out here and back for race 4 over the mile, benchmark 64. Not the most inspiring affair and not the easiest affair, really. Did you have any? Nothing
here, mate.
Any thoughts?
Threw this one away and went to the next.
I was going to do the same. I'll make a case for Merganella, who is still coming through the same grade, where I know some of these coming back from stronger races, but at least has won 3 of the last 4, and time it got beat, missed the start at Moonee Valley and was out of play straight away. That was, chasing Laundy and Another decent one there. Through the Laundy race anyway. Where are we? Oh, Ocean Sword at 13 in Laundy, so that form stacks up okay. So I thought if I had to have a tip around the $10 mark, I think it's a good each way bet.
Yeah, it's good value.
But yeah, again, nothing I really want to play in. How about the fifth for you? Over the 1,100 metres, benchmark 70. We see Zushine return off her dominant win last start.
Yeah, I've gone for Malicorn. First up, I thought was really impressive. Drawn well here to get a good run in the race at $5.50. Zara aboard. I think it can be a really, really hard horse to beat in this affair.
Yep. I did go out chasing Odium, so that's fair. That's
that's
Group
right.
1 form as well. I went with... I didn't know how to split it and Zushine. I thought Zushine was quite dominant. Covered ground and had all the honours in that race, beating Divine Miss M. So they were the two clearly on top, which is probably no spoil given the market.
Yep.
The one I did spruik 2 weeks ago that's been saved for this is Lucelli, still 20-1, and I'll probably have a small bet on it. But I think, again, nothing outside the market for me here.
Yeah, real open affair here with plenty of chances.
Yeah. Race 6 over the 2,000 metres. The best race today, I suppose. Quality handicap. What do you make of this? You got Defibrillate winning at big odds.
Yep.
Coming here, do you take that at face value, or do you respect the SP, or how have you approached the rest of this race?
Yeah, I've gone for Pancho. So I thought its run on Boxing Day, there was a lot to like about it. It was only less than a length off Defibrillate. Again, it was spec'd in the market. It's drawn to get a fairly good run in this race. I think the slight rise in distance plays into its favour.
I think probably goes more forward as well here. Kate
Yeah,
one.
I think it goes more forward here. It's back in November. It ran fourth, less than 3 lengths behind Irish Flame, which is pretty good form. Then come out and beat Tabby Dance at Kilmore.
Yep.
So for a race like this, I can't see why it can't put up a bold sight. Oliver's aboard. Waller will have it fit. Again, not without a big chance.
Yeah, so I guess the two ways you go is either you say you take Defibrillate on face value, and I'm leaning that way a little bit given it's so lightly raced, so you can't really convict it. So it's 10 starts, 6 wins, 2 seconds, I think. Yeah, so if you go that way or the other way, which I'm sort of probably going to play, is you go against that whole race and say, well, 31 winner had it, so I'm going to leave the whole race alone, which left me with Influential Girl, who's been pretty good this prep. Smash Night Witches at the Valley, Chase Charlie Rose before that, and just missed flying down the outside, chasing, I know Takumi, I'm not quite sure who Takumi is. It's not really a horse I'm at to find. But
Ran second to Charlie Rose.
That's right.
About
So
3 starts back.
and then beat Night Witches, who's got Sydney form.
Yeah, that's right.
So, and then down in the weights in the claim as well, I think it's probably a target for them.
Yes.
So going around 52 kilos for those that worry about that stuff. And I think just away from that whole Defibrillate race, on the quick backup as well. 2-week backup. Stables Flying, and at $12 is something I can have a play on there.
Yeah, it's a bit interesting, right? Because last start, that's certainly a good chance when you look through the form lines for that. But Pancho was $12, Defibrillate was 31, and Mosh Music was 19 last start. So there was nothing between them, less than a length, and Pancho's the $6 here. So for me, that's enough.
Oh, no, absolutely. Yeah.
It's enough for me to slightly lean to that, and these horses could probably race each other 3 times and get a different winner.
And like I said, the thing with getting Oliver on and gate 1 for Chris Waller means he's going to go forward, I suspect. So that's also in their favour, and that might be a bridge too far for the 2 chasers that beat at home last time.
Yeah, 100%.
Cool. The listed Chester Manifold, I tell a lie, this is the best race today. On paper, anyway, I'm not sure it's the strongest race.
Nah.
Group, I think it's a group race, isn't it? Yeah, they're listed 400 metres. You're getting right in the wave coming out of New Year's Day against a bunch of that are all tied together through the Blazowski form. How have you approached it?
Well, I did have a liking for King of Hastings, but now it's scratched. It looks to me
It's
as
come
though,
to Sydney,
yeah, that
where he couldn't possibly back it.
Yeah, riding the wave looks to be pretty good bet, I think.
Yep.
I can't really see anything else here. $2.60. I think that's probably good lineup in this race, and it's going to be pretty hard to beat.
Yeah, I basically started by going everything out of that pandemic race is no good, so that's easy for me to get rid of basically the whole half of the field.
Yes.
Which only leaves you with Riding the Wave, who was a horse they wanted to get to 1,400 metres. I think stayed at 1,200 too long, which is why it looked a little bit less impressive up the straight last week.
Yes.
Now it gets 14, which I think it needs, and just gets a lovely run. I think it's almost a good thing. And then if you want to savour here, it'll be away from that whole pandemic race. So Vacillator, maybe double figures, or Never Again at double figures.
Yep.
And Never Again last prep had form through Order of the Garter, Circoni, Romance, who were all Group 2 horses, I suppose.
Yep.
But Riding the Wave on top over the 400 metres, probably my best of the day, I suggest.
Yeah, me too.
The Salinger, the other, we know when the Chester Manifold and the Salinger are on, that it means that spring's not far away, I suppose. It's just spelt Salinger, wrong Salinger.
Salinger.
Do you have an opinion in this wrong Salinger?
Not really. If I was forced to have a bet, probably the favourite, Tycoon Beck, 2 out of 2, and Kamani Stable I like, gets 3 kilo claim, so presents well in this race, and no reason it can't make it 3 out of 3.
Yeah, won't spend too much on this race. Only other one that I almost wanted to be keen on, but I can't. Just God bless the guy. He's ridden plenty of winners from over the years. Craig Neal, but he's not riding very well at the moment. But Gampiero missed a start last time and just flew home. I think it needs every bit of, again, 1,800. It'll suit, but Craig Neal just not riding very well at the moment, in my humble opinion.
Yeah. Only in Launceston.
Can't ride a winner there.
Yeah.
Riding there at Launceston John the week, so leave me out of him. Hence my concern about him. So if he wins, good on Froggy, but I think the favourite's obvious again.
Yep.
Let's wrap up my Flemington rambling with the benchmark 70 1,100 metre race. I don't know if it gets any easier though.
No, this is
good
tough
finish.
up there. Yeah, good to finish. If you can back the winner here, you'll probably finish in front in the day.
Yeah, the two for me, I Did It For Love, who I think's been backed. Sat 3 wide, pretty average ride again. Held on to just to still be in the finish. Now gets Canberra Wheeler from Talia Hope, and China Affair chased home Sword of Mercy and was quite good, and who obviously came out last week and won well. So they're the two at each way figures I could back in this race. How about yourself?
Yeah, I went for I Did It For Love. I thought it was a really strong run last start. It had no favours, 3 wide. Had all the reasons to drop out at the race, but stuck on well. If that hasn't affected it and taken too much out of it, I think you'll find that it'll run well. Gate 5 gets a 3 kilo claim. It is only third up, so I expect Paddy Payne to have it cherry ripe, ready to go, and hard to beat. I mean, that girl can't get me, and there's a few other horses with some decent form here that could run well. Wilmot Pass.
Yeah. No, well, I think in a wide race, for us both to find the same horse is comforting, I guess.
Yeah, 100%.
So let's wrap up our Flemington thoughts. I think I've got my quarter here, but if you want to do the Melbourne quarter this week.
No, you've got it.
All right. I will go with 3, 4, 5, 10 and 12 in the first leg, 3, 7 and 8 into 4, 6, 9, 10, 12, 13. Home with 1, 4, 5 and 10. About 14% for $50, but it is a tricky day to really skinny up any leg apart from the Riding the Wave one. My best is Riding the Wave, and my value is Influential Girl in the main race. How about yourself?
Yeah, my best came up as Riding the Wave as well. I think that was race 7, wasn't it?
Yes.
Race 7, number 7. And my value bet of the day come up in the last, race 9, number 5, I Did It For Love.
Great. Excellent. It's that would have been my value bet of the day, I think, or at least the bracket in that race. Should we go to Sydney or Gold Coast? Or we might even mention ProGrit Racing first, progritracing.com.au. Check them out for extensive guides and free tips. There's new stuff going up each and every day, so check them out. As well as subscribe to us on YouTube and give us a like and leave some feedback for us, as well as Spotify, iTunes, anywhere good podcasts are found. Let's head to Sydney, though, where the rail is 6, soft 7 at the moment. No rain around today, apart from a bit of drizzle interrupting the first session of the cricket. It looks like they're on now. Australia's busy collapsing, so I think tomorrow should play better side of soft 5 sort of thing. Let's get into it. You like it in the first over 1,100 metres?
Nothing for me there, mate. Skip that one for me.
Okay, the only one I could back if I had to would be Triple Ace. I thought its win was quite nice at Canterbury.
Yeah, go on, mate.
Against the usual Canterbury bias. I don't want to back Malkovich really in town at Randwick, and then there's no other form, just Wyong and Hawkesbury. So yeah, Triple H for me. In the first, the Highway, your boy is back again, Pinnacle Prince.
Yeah, it was good last start, wasn't it?
Yeah, you keen?
Ah, yeah, this will be winning.
This might be the next It's Me.
Yeah, 100%. Well, there's nothing much between them previously, and this is a good horse on the way up.
Yep.
So yeah, not flash odds, but you'll get the check.
Great. Race 3 over the mile, benchmark 72. What do we do with Zing?
Yeah, I don't know. Good question. You give it one more chance.
You reckon?
I don't know. I actually found the form in this race really hard to line up. I couldn't find a lot between the top three. 15 RERs only had the one start for a win from the Wallace stable. I thought that was pretty good. Foxbury produced some decent form last start and gets a 2 kilo claim, and Zing, well, needs to win a race. So I found it hard to line them up. So I'd probably just sit and watch this race.
If I, for the sake of a tip, I'm just going to go the least convictions. I liked 15 Aria's win. It found a gap, burst through it, looked pretty stylish, down in the weights here. Chris Waller doesn't tend to really rush his horses, so I think if he thinks it's on the par with your Zings of the world, he's been into town and it's less convicted than Zing, I think.
That's a good analogy there too. If he's putting it in the same race as that, then he obviously thinks it can win.
So, and I just think the booking of Jay Ford's due to weight more than anything else.
52 and a half, well weighted.
Yeah. So let's get on to the race 4 of the 1,400 metre, benchmark 88. You can lead us off. Is this a good thing?
Yeah, this is another good thing for the day. So, all-time legend. Look, won well. First up last start. Same start before that, then had a spell. Again, look, this will be winning.
Yep. Yeah, it gave him a start, gave him a beating, really. It was very impressive.
Jeez, it was good.
And there's nothing else here to beat, really. Subadar's a horse of talent that's had a year off and probably looking for further if it's still with us. But all-time legend, I guess my best of the day.
Yep.
The 1,500 metre, benchmark 78. What do you reckon? I don't know what to say here.
Yeah, tough race again. The run of Brutality was really good last start, stepping up to the benchmark 78 this time. Gets the services Kathy O'Hara, which is good. Sting out of the ground will certainly help it, and drawn middle of the track might play to its advantage. So at the moment, given the winning form at this time of the year in these types of races, I tend to stick with that, and hopefully it can win again. Yeah,
no, I found the same horse because I essentially said, and we got it right last week, that everything out of the I Am Vinny race isn't form, and then as a result, anything out of the Dream Circle race the week after isn't form. So you get to, I just put a pen through half the field, left me with Brutality on top, lightly raced. Nice resumption, beat Straub, who's a horse that has a spruik. People keep wanting to tell me it's a nice horse, and away from that, Come Along is up and going okay, and Ulysses through the Brutality race. So you're just going completely away from everything else, tarred by that the average form out through I Am Vinny.
Yep.
Benchmark 88, another one over the 1,200 metres where we see King of Hastings come to Sydney. I don't think it's going to have much joy in Sydney, but it's here. What do you do with Big Parade and the rest of the race? Yeah,
bounced back last start and was very impressive. Huge chance in this race as well, but for me, the $1.95, $2 is just a bit skinny.
Yeah.
In this race, I do think it can win. Don't get me wrong, but the price does worry me a little bit, and the inside barrier. So it's going to be on the fence. Will that be suited by this stage of the day? Don't know. Look, Bandersnatch for me. First up was hugely impressive. than last start. I thought was still a good run. Didn't have a lot of luck in the running and should have probably should have finished
If it didn't
closer.
win, it should have finished closer. Yeah.
And therefore, I think Bandersnatch is in really good form. Tommy Berry aboard. Look at the $8.50 mark. I think it presents nice value.
Yeah, it's obviously come back a better horse for Team Hawks, so no problem finding that here. I think if Big Parade turns up, it wins. How do you trust it when it's big? It either runs 6 or
no
or
good
brains them.
win, no good win.
Yeah. So how do you take? You can't take even money.
Yeah.
But I don't really want to bet it. It's already towed up Moe's Crown, who I keep finding, who's honest. King of Hastings, probably just a level below Big Parade if it really turns up. But maybe this is a good race. But really, the more I think about it, at $13,
It's not bad value.
this isn't a. I'd penned it, but the more I think about it, this isn't a strong race.
Yeah, got the claim. Chris
Yeah.
Williams, 2 kilos off, so 59 kilos. It's they've obviously brought it here for a reason.
Yeah. So I don't know if I really give it out. Short answer is if Big Parade turns up, probably wins. Do I want it back at $2? No.
Yeah, that's right. But
and
has
so-
great form on the soft going too.
Yeah.
3 from 3.
And I think it beat a pretty good one that day on the soft down at Swan Hill too. Whose name just escapes me.
Move on.
Anyway, let's move on. The 2,000 metre listed race, the January Cup, where we see Mark Newnham have all the top chances in the field, including Spirit Ridge, who I'm putting on top again. Pretty good last start, chased hard, slightly held up, burst through the gap when it did, and I thought was quite brave. And this is a much weaker race, and you've got Fulmina taking up nearly 20% of the market, who you can't back, or at least I'm done with. And there's just nothing else here. Gone By's going to lead, and it's the only horse you got to get past. And I suppose Little Mean will run on into third. So Spirit Ridge on top for me. How have you approached the race?
Yeah, look, tough race. Spirit Ridge was pretty good last start, and I did tip Luami in last start, and for that reason, I'm going to give it one more go.
Yeah.
I just thought it got a little bit out of its ground and just wasn't suited by the pace. I'm just going to give it one more crack.
Okay.
$5 mark. Not a lot of confidence. I just think Spirit Ridge at $2.50, 60 is a little bit skinny at the moment. So that's my take.
No, that's fair enough. Fair analysis there. Let's wrap second last today, I should say. Another 88 out to the staying contest, which is just all wall of horses, and I sort of felt sick trying to even work this race out. So
Yeah, me too.
if CJ Graham wasn't riding New Arrangement, I thought it was an easy bet. I feel like I've bagged a lot of jockeys today, but we are talking about A grade Sydney. So when you go away from now, I couldn't really find anything else. Has Rieta come up, or is it not here?
It's not here.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Just I thought that. But
Yeah, this is a super hard affair.
So other than that, I can't really.
Mate, if I was going to have a bet, I'd probably back Kiss the Bride
Okay.
each way.
Yep. No problem with that.
But no
No
confidence.
Last prep, remember, I think Kiss the Bride took those 2 runs to really warm up.
Yes.
And then once it did, it held its form right through. So
And it went well.
maybe it's time to jump in now.
Yeah, that's right.
The 1,500 metres to wrap up the day for the girls. Benchmark 78. How are you wrapping up your day?
Again, doesn't get any easier. I thought Straub was pretty good last start,
Yeah.
and for that reason, I've led towards it.
Banking on the brutality form to be
I'm
all right for us
banking on the
tomorrow.
brutality form to be all right. Drawn wide, I expect them to be coming down the middle of the track here. I think probably it gets a good run. Outside of it, I think that the favourite More Profits is probably the main thing. So I'll probably back one and save on the other.
Yep, no, that's great. I went back to More Profits. Was brave enough last start, covering a little bit of ground. Keren's ridden a horse before. I think lightly raced is in this race. I don't know what with Bowery Breeze. You just ride off that beating up Zing, or what is that? Just go forget about
Yeah,
it.
it's a bit hard to. You'll probably get another good line early in the day
Yeah.
with that form.
So away from there, it leaves me with, like I said, Straub, and I'll put up something smaller than Vinciano if it gets out to a stupid price. My best today in Sydney is Spirit Ridge. I'm actually going to make it my best. I'm also very keen on all-time legend. My value in the last will be more profits. Do you want to have a crack at this quaddie?
Yeah, I'll have a crack at the quaddie, but I'll give you my
Do your
best bets of the day. I'm going to go all up, Pinnacle Prince onto all-time legend.
Yeah.
So that's my best of the day, and my value bet comes up in race 6, number 4, Bandersnatch.
Yeah.
That's $8.50.
Great. How have you approached this quaddie? But wide?
Yeah, the quaddie, I've gone 1, 2, 4 in the first leg. In the second leg, I've gone 1, 2, 3 and 11. In the third leg, I've gone a little bit wider. I've gone 1, 4, 5, 6 and 11.
Yep.
And finishing up in the last, I've gone 1, 5, 6, 8 and 10.
10, what's that give us? 12, 60, 300 combos. So about
15%.
15%, that's it.
15%.
Yep, that'll be it.
Yep.
Perfect. ProGritRacing.com.au. Check them out, as we mentioned earlier. Let's head up and have a quick look through our thoughts on the Queensland card up at the Gold Coast. Week before Magic Millions. Plenty of some good cattle up there going around. You've done the form. Should we just touch quickly race by race, or you want to?
Yeah, just go to. Yeah, we'll just go quickly through race by race.
Yep. In the first, it's for the 3-year-olds.
Nothing for me.
Nothing. 2 for me. Boom Nova's smart, lightly raced. Been racing well this prep, and I thought Mashani Misses come back in great order. It's currently about $15.
Yep. Nice
So
one.
2 for me there. The 2-year-old race. Any thoughts?
Nothing for me there, mate. Left that one alone.
That's fine. The boys as well.
No, I thought the top weight here, Finance Tycoon, looks really hard to beat.
Yeah, cool. Where are we? Oh, yeah, that's coming through. That's got Melbourne Cup week, isn't it? Maribyrnong on plate.
Yep.
So, yeah, no, good bet. Country Cup final, so the Queensland Highway. Anything?
No, thank you.
Katie's daughter has genuine Metro creds, has won at town a couple times this prep and will lead. So I thought reasonable bet there, and the $4. As is Sugar Boom in the 900 metre race 5. Yeah, good little honest on pacer. Anything?
Yeah, I'm going to go Tullio,
Okay.
the number 10, resuming. So I think that could be hard to beat.
Yep, great. Race 6 for the girls over the 1,300 metres. Clash of Stolen Jade and Interpredations at top of the market, I think, sets us up. How do you approach it?
Yeah, I think Stolen Jade looks very hard to beat here.
Yeah.
I think it can continue on its winning form and make it 4 from 4 this prep.
Just a trier, isn't she? Just
Yeah.
the last 2 wins are just tough, so I think definitely hard to beat. And Intrepidatious getting Nash and Control, and I think it was double figures.
Yep.
Is the other way I would play that race.
Intrepidatious is about $6.
Oh, $6. Okay. One of our favourites, the Astrologist, taking another one of our favourites, Shooting for Gold, is race 7. Which way have you leant?
I just went for Astrologist based on the barrier draw.
Okay. Yeah. And Craig Williams up
And
there, I
Gold
suppose, to
Coast,
ride it.
Craig Williams up there to ride it. I think that's one of the better bets of the day.
Cool. Yeah, Shooting for Gold is honest, and we'll give it a run. A race, I should say. Not interested in Yao Dash. I'm done with that horse. The Weight for Age, 800 metre wave.
1,800 metre.
800 metres, isn't it? Yeah, the wave, it's called.
Yep.
TRB wave over the 800 metres. $250,000 race. Ballistic Boy copped a kick last week and might have done it a favour coming here.
Yep, I did think so. I hope so.
So you with it?
Yeah, I am with it. $3.60. I'll be having a bit of a chunk of that.
Cool. The only other one well, 2 others I wanted back in the race, but I just can't back Glen Boss even in Queensland at the moment. Kerwin's Lane I would have been keen on. I think this is a winnable race for it. And Kukaracha was very brave last week.
Yeah, very good.
And backs up into this. So, yeah, but I think $4.40, Ballistic Boy, is that right?
360.
360.
Yeah, it's
Good
a bit of money
price.
come in for it. Keeps coming in at each call.
Big finish for the day Benchmark 85, anything for you here? Or?
Yeah, I had a little bit of a liking for Prometheus, third up. I think it gets now to the right distance. Couple of kilo claim, drawn well, hard to beat, good value.
Great. And I'll finish it out there with Splendor in the Grass. Coming from Boxing Day, he's head up north from the Mar Eustace State. Oh, no, it wasn't. It was with Henry Dwyer. Heads up, has been with the Van Dyke and won 2 out of 3 up there, and going quite well. So on top for me in the last. You got a best and a value for Queensland?
Yeah, now you've caught me out, mate. My best is Ballistic Boy.
Yep.
And then my value, that was in race 8, closely followed by the Astrologist. And my value bet comes up in, where was it? Now you've lost me the last race, Prometheus.
Prometheus, yeah.
Race 9, number 3.
My value up there will be Kukaracha, around $16. And Katie's Daughter, about $4.60, my best of the day. And I'm tipping against Ballistic Boy. I think Ballistic Boy's going to be very hard to beat. Just more an each-way price for me at Kukaracha. And Sugar Boom as well. But up north, that's our thoughts there. A bit of a whirlwind look around 3 states today, Beaver.
Perfect.
Well done. Anything to finish on?
No, nothing to finish on me, mate. Hopefully we've got a few winners there.
Yep.
And continue into a very good year after a successful last year.
Yep. So we're back. We will be back with a midweek preview this week. So you might be on the phone, or we might I might get a ring in. We'll talk about that. We'll see what you want to do.
Yeah, no worries.
But other than that, take care. Enjoy your trip. And we will see everyone on progetracing.com.au and all of our social media networks very soon. Catch you guys.
Sounds good.